Welcome to the Virtual Ripple. This is your chance to get to know someone who might make a difference in your life or career. In this segment, we meet John Moore. Tell our audience what you do and what Brand Autopsy is all about.
Yeah, well, what I do is I actually help small and mid-sized businesses hopefully engage what I term is meaningful marketing. And that is about treating customers as being interesting, as being curious, as being actually smart. Not just not just a number, not just boring, not just being indifferent, and certainly not gullible.
Yep.
So on that end, it's about teaching companies how to engage in communication that is compelling to customers, that allows customers to really showcase some of the curiosity and also allows that business to hopefully form a better emotional connection with customers. All the stuff that I pass off is based off of my 8 years working at Starbucks Coffee and about 2 years working at a Whole Foods Market.
Fantastic. What is something that's unusual that the audience might find or be surprised to learn about you?
Oh, they probably might have been able to pick up on this already, but I stutter.
Really?
I talk a little differently, and it's something there that I've done all my life, but it's also something that helps me to always challenge myself, because anytime I try to open my mouth, I know I have the opportunity or the propensity to stutter and stammer and not communicate well. And when you're trying to meet folks and you have a hard time stringing together words, and someone looks at you saying, wait a minute, this person talks funny, it sometimes makes that challenging. And so what folks don't know, but you do now, is that I stutter, but I am able to control it to a certain extent, but it also helps me in giving presentations.
Yep.
Because when I'm on stage, I tell folks, hey y'all, expect a stutter here. Automatically they think, wait a minute, this person here must have something important to say, because if he didn't, he wouldn't risk being up on stage talking to us and stuttering potentially.
Absolutely.
And then part two of that is that they realize that, wait a minute, this guy stutters and he's a public professional speaker and I'm scared to get up in front of 10 people to talk? Maybe I should look at trying to actually talk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and having seen you speak, you use it to a great way to connect with the audience, and it I think is a real a tribute to what you're doing.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so what is something you would like to accomplish, either personally or professionally, that you know you need somebody else's help with?
It's a big question, Steve.
It's a huge question.
What I would like to accomplish is basically...
We're all about big here.
Well, it's okay there, so I'll try to term it in that wanting to see ideas put into action. Some time ago I heard that an idea is only imagination, but once you apply some action to it, then it becomes a real idea that's been turned into an innovation.
Cool.
And so there, to me, really what I need help in doing is to help turn ideas into action. And we all know that we can only do so much, and there's always things that people are expert at doing, and you tend to have to ask for help if you don't have those skills. And what I would love to be able to do with this is to help not just me turn my ideas into action, but also help you turn your ideas into action, help the folks that I meet really be able, they aspire to do something, help them to actualize that aspiration. Absolutely. That's what I would like to do.
Well, and that's part of the value of what we're hoping to accomplish with this series, is you never know who's going to potentially be watching us, which leads me to my next question, which is, what is a particular action or ripple that you'd be willing to start on somebody else's behalf? You sort of answered it, but do you have anything specific that you that's something I could do and help somebody?
Yeah, to me it would be if someone's beginning or has thoughts about starting a business, and they want to really infuse some of the ideals that Starbucks Coffee uses, some of their corporate DNA, some of how they would look at doing business.
Yep.
And in trying to put that in the business from the get-go, letting that grow and letting that then turn into the culture of the company. To me, I would love to be able to sit down with someone, share some thoughts, learn a little bit more as to what they would like to actually do, and then plant some of the seeds and say, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Here's how we would have solved that back at Starbucks. Boom. And just giving someone that seed to then plant and then hopefully grow into something that they're proud to say that they did.
Fantastic. Well, John, thank you very much for participating in Mr. Ripple Meets the World. I, for one, am very glad that we have crossed paths, and I look forward to working with you on multiple levels.
Well, thank you, Mr. Ripple.